Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk about the JLo hate train. That I never thought I would say these words. I really think it's gone too far. I've been seeing probably for the past month since she released like an album and a documentary. I've been seeing a lot of hate online, particularly on TikTok, for JLo, and I've critiqued JLo in the past, but I just feel like it's gone too far, and we need to take a stand. And I'm not a JLo fan. I like her, I like her songs, but I don't really keep up with JLo. Obviously, I know the big news that she got remarried to Ben Affleck. That's about it. So I was seeing these videos where people were talking about, okay, so the main critique is that she can't sing. But this has been true for the past 20, 30 years. Why now is this a problem? Because although JLo may not be a powerful singer, she does put on a show. She can perform. I think there are not many artists like Beyonce who can do both, and I think people don't realize that people like Mariah Carey can sing, but they definitely cannot perform. They can't dance. She needs to be carried everywhere. So it's like everyone is allowed to have their strengths and weaknesses, and JLo's weakness just so happens to be that she doesn't have a strong voice. However, I feel like, you know, growing up, JLo's videos were so good. Her songs were good. She chose good songs. Even if she didn't write it, even if Ashanti sang the songs, they were good songs. And also, she was an amazing actress. Amazing. She had such good movies, like Made in Manhattan, The Wedding Planner, Monster-in-Law. You can't take away her talent, and I think this is what happens sometimes when people offer a critique. They kind of take it too far. They want to throw the baby out with the baby. They throw the baby out with the baby water. Is that the saying? Something like that. You know what I'm saying? They take it too far. Like, fair enough, she can't sing. I'm sure she could probably say, you know, she can develop in those areas. But I also think it's really unfair to kind of compare her to people like Beyonce, because not many people's faves can really meet Beyonce's standard. Like, she sets such a high standard that not a lot of people can really meet that. And I also think, I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it, if we're living in a world where Taylor Swift exists, we're living in a world where Dua Lipa exists, JLo can 1000% exist in this world. I think it's completely unfair to talk about people's performance, singing or dancing, and we've got people like that who are selling out arenas. If Dua Lipa can sell out an arena, JLo can sell out an arena. I'm saying it because she may be cringy. She may be kind of awkward. She may have a lot of high self-importance. But ask yourself this: how many celebrities who've been famous for 30 years don't act like that behind the scenes? How many of them? Do you really think Beyonce doesn't act like that behind the scenes? Do you really think Mariah Carey doesn't act like that behind the scenes? Do you really think, I don't know, Jay-Z, whoever's famous, doesn't act like that? You're just criticizing her because you've seen the documentary. She's allowed you to see the behind the scenes. But 1000% guaranteed, anyone who's been famous and has got a big head for more than like 2 years, they act like that. I'm sorry, I really don't believe celebrities are deserving of the high platform that we put them on. They're just people who managed to do well at something, and now they're famous and they've got loads of money. Kim Kardashian, you think she's nice all the time? Probably not. And I really feel like it almost feels like a group or like a force came together to say, you know what, it's time for us to be done with JLo. Similar to what happened with Nicki Minaj back in the day, around the time that Cardi B came out. It feels like people came and they said, you know what, it's time to be done with JLo. And I'm like, why? And I also feel like there's a lot of ageist comments as well. I've been seeing a lot of people criticizing her because of her age. And I'm like, woman to woman, you do understand you're gonna get older as well, right? You do understand that the way life is set out, we all get older. So you making fun of a woman because one, she looks good, and two, she cares about her appearance. It feels, it doesn't feel, it doesn't feel good. And I think a lot of people are just jumping on the bandwagon because obviously it's a popular topic to talk about, and they make fun of the fact that Ben does seem really annoyed most of the time, and he does, to be honest. He does seem really annoyed, he does seem really frustrated, but maybe that's part of his shtick, you know. That's just his vibe, that's what he does. But yeah, I don't know. I've just been thinking about, at first I was like, oh, this is funny, because I've always, you know, thought she's a bit, you know, she's a bit self-important. But actually, it's getting too far, and I feel like they're now starting to throw disrespect on JLo's name, and we cannot stand for that. JLo was that girl. I haven't listened to the music though. I do think that the products that she does put out in 2024 are not as good as she used to back in the day. That's music, that's movies. Yeah, I just feel like perhaps now it's time to kind of maybe enter a stage in her life when she's kind of easing off and just concentrating on one area, because it feels like she's throwing everything at us. Documentary, and then she's got a skincare line, and you know, it's too much. Like, even if you do want to keep up with her, it's very difficult too. But I do think like that appears to be what all of the celebrities are doing. They're trying to find a way to make money. Once they saw Rihanna make that bag, once they saw Selena Gomez make that bag, yeah, it was done. You guys let me know what you think. Is this another example of the industry and the media being really hard on people, especially women? Because we've got so many other problematic people in the industry who people seem incapable of cancelling, but all of a sudden JLo is the one who gets all the heat. She is from the Bronx, okay? We can't take her Bronxness away.
Taking my hair out like this, it reminds me like when I was 16 in the Bronx, running up and down the block. A crazy little girl who used to be wild and no limits, all dreams and
because she hasn't lived there for 40 years, it doesn't mean she's not from the Bronx. I don't know. I just feel like if Beyonce can go on about Texas and she's lived in New York and California for the past 30 years, why can't JLo go on about the Bronx? I'm sorry. I feel like it's a double standard. Let our like white Hispanic queen do her thing. I'm sorry. When JLo said mi gente latino, she meant that. You meant that.
I don't know what to say. Mi gente latino. Por su apoyo siempre.
Alright guys, I'm having way too much fun. Okay, let me know what you think in the comments. Yeah, let me know. Do all the good stuff. Like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.